Hi, guys. Darby here. Some of you guys know me, and I'm here today with Alina. And we are wanting to share with you all the details, everything you'll want to know about the upcoming KI retreat coming up at the end of July. So, hey, Alina.
Hi, Darby. Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this. And I'm so excited. I've been excited about this journey for a while. So it's finally happening. And
Yeah.
yeah, and here's why. Yeah,
So, do you want to kind of give a little rundown on what people can expect?
yeah,
Or,
yeah, yeah, for sure. So so the actual retreat, the organized retreat, is going to happen over 2 nights and 3 days, starting as of Friday, July 28th, up until Sunday late afternoon at 4 p.m. So these days are structured. There is a schedule. There's going to be nervous system regulation practices, meditation in the morning, and you can also consider it as a non-dual retreat because I'm going to be there putting you all into, at least inviting you all into presence through meditations in the morning and in the evening. So we have actually a wonderful friend and a trainee of mine who signed up, and he's a yoga teacher. So he's going to offer yoga and gentle stretches in the morning that you can do. We have an amazing cook that's been cooking for retreats for a while, and she has amazing specialty to attend different intolerances and kind of accommodate to different diets. And she's going to be cooking healthy meals, healthy vegetarian meals. So we're going to have 3 meals a day served and prepared for us with a lot of love. Now there's going to be an amazing practice that is going to be more kind of breaking the ice, so to say, into inquiry, into body awareness. And it's called Dyad inquiry. And it's a very simple way of inquiry. People love it. I used to do workshops in Montreal, and I did some workshops online. And it's a practice where 2 strangers come together, and through prompt questions and some instructions, people are able to inquire into their own body, into their own journey around that question, but be witnessed by the other person, and then switch roles by one is inquiring and the other one witnessing. So it's kind of meditative. It's introspective. It's also kind of gives you a lot of information and emotions and sensations to sit with that you haven't, perhaps you haven't even considered to ask yourself such questions sometimes. So people kind of get out with a lot of intimacy, a lot of connection to themselves and the other person. So this would be a practice introduced as well as, because it's all about KI, it's also like a mini training. I love to call it lately, because I'm kind of brewing what are we going to deliver as a package for you to take away of KI tools of all 3 dimensions that can be weaved into a wonderful, supportive self-inquiry practice at home. So that's the intention of that. Of course, there's also fire, and there's a jacuzzi, there's a forest around, woods, and there's streams to relax and to socialize. And yeah, so I don't know, let me see if I covered it all. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, and perhaps we can come back to Sunday, because this is the most structured days, but we also have an availability, a possibility to book Sunday as an add-on, to stay one more night or one more day in nature with like-minded people, to connect, to continue integrate the practice or the tools you've learned, to be around me and Darby, and ask questions and just enjoy nature. We'll have the availability probably of 2 cars to go, maybe drive 10 minutes away from there, and there's lakes and there's hikes. There's so much to enjoy. So there's that Sunday. And it's just the cost is just to cover 3 more meals and accommodation, which is a beautiful lodge in the middle of a forest.
yeah. Yeah, it looks lovely. I'm really looking forward to it. And I think too, what might be important to drive home for those who are interested and are still listening to this video is that many of you who know us through the Kiloby inquiries practice have said that you really, since the whole COVID thing and everyone got so disconnected and all communication was happening through screens, there was a lot of like wishing. I heard this so many times from clients, coworkers, and trainees that they really miss connecting in person, and this is a great opportunity for that. In fact, when Alina was first organizing this, it took a minute for that even to dawn on me, but I was like, oh, this is great. This sort of answers that call. So I just want to mention that, consider that as well. If you've been yearning to connect with tribe, meet people face to face, and spend some beautiful time in nature, it'll tick all those boxes. But the other thing that excites me about this retreat, I mean, gosh, like, yes, as a facilitator, but even just to come and enjoy it myself, is that it's mixed modalities. So we're not coming and just having such a harsh, strong, focused light of just KI tools. They're great, but we're bringing in other things too, so that it's a multi-dimensional experience. It's a mind, body, spirit experience. It's a relaxation experience. I think that Sunday night, we even have a short cacao ceremony we're going to be doing for those who are interested in that sort of thing. And yeah, it's the mixed modality aspect of it excites me because that has always helped me to deepen into presence, into my essential being, and into a relaxed nervous system. And many things that are going to provide that are being brought to this retreat.
Yeah, it's so true. And just that aspect, as you're saying, like, let's get out of our screens and reconnect. Sometimes we like feel so wired and we feel like, why our nervous system, we do all this inquiry and somehow there's something still there. And it's like, wow, we just forget how we need as human beings that connection, that reconnection, just to see greenery around us is so important. It's just really, really important. Let's get off the screens and really like connect with the energy of each other. And I mean, I've been facilitating and holding natural arrest meetings online, and it's just it's wonderful, it's beautiful, it's there, right? And people can join from all over the world. But how potent it is, and why people go to these non-dual retreats, is the fact that the energetic field of a group meditating together, coming together, is really, really potent and powerful. And that's my excitement about this too. That is finally, oh my gosh, finally I can sit with people in person, in real time. And I'm
looking forward to that as well. Additionally, I don't know that I even told you this, but a couple of weekends ago, maybe I was at a healing retreat for a long weekend. And what that did to downshift my fried nervous system, my busy mind, the doer, do, go. I just came away from that just so chilled out. And I still am. And it's a couple of weeks later. So this is wonderful. That's my hope that people can get from this as well.
That's so beautiful. It's so true. Yeah. So for me, I'm even just taking this weekend off and just going with the kids. Okay, kids, we're going to the beach, going to nature, disconnect. Because I also feel that when we don't give ourselves that chance to completely disconnect and reconnect with nature, with ourselves, or a lot of loved ones, whatever it is. Just we forget, and then we think like, oh, something is not working with KI. No, it's just okay. We need to balance things out.
Yes.
Yeah. So
great. Well, it's an opportunity to honor ourselves and pamper ourselves, treat ourselves to a really nice long weekend together. Some KI, some meditation, some connecting.
Yeah, and I want to talk to even say, if you've been in KI and you haven't perhaps, or maybe were interested in KI, just the modalities we bring to this is really exposing you to all of it, the way it evolved right now, and the way you can incorporate it into your life. So if you were just doing, let's say, just simple inquiry and just really looking at some stories and not really touching some of the bigger stuff, this is going to be kind of an invitation to really build the resilience with everything, because it's not just KI. We have to also live. We also have to rest. We also have to incorporate other modalities that is useful for us to be resilient to this work and to continue doing KI and to continue looking and emptying deeper and deeper into the radical freedom that we're all looking for. So so the invitation is that to create a safe container with all these other modalities and nature and like-minded people, so that we can feel safe to go deep into not so safe places, but together,
Yeah.
Bearing
in mind that we wouldn't suggest you go anywhere we haven't already gone ourselves.
So. Yeah. Yeah. And also, my gosh, I will be Darby. I'm going to see you for the first time in person.
No, we've only ever seen each other through a screen. Yeah, it'll be nice.
Yeah.
And we're both staying on until overnight on Sunday. So anyone considering the retreat, if you decide to stay on that extra night to add that on, we'll be there just chillaxing, available, taking it easy. It'll be nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. So excited and looking forward to it. And and there's going to be more for sure, but this is the first one. So let's make it happen, right? Let's make it happen. Wonderful.
Good to see you there.
Yeah. See you in New York.
New York, end of July.